Hello. Hello. In this video, we'll talk about making money or saving money in USA. So, in one of my blog posts on my blog, I had written one article about how much money would an Indian IT professional save in USA. And this post was written on June 10th, 2014. So it's like more than two and a half years old now. However, most of the content given over here is still very relevant. So, most of the Indian professionals ask these questions when they plan to travel from India to the US. And this post specifically is about San Jose, California, which is the Bay Area. Now, we have taken one assumption in this post that when you go on site from India to US and join any company in US, you get paid around 60-70,000 dollars per year. For this calculation, we have assumed that you earn $72,000 per year in US, which is like $6,000 per month. Now, the first step, and that is the important step to remember, is that around 36% of money will be deducted as tax. So you reduce that 36% from the 6,000. So your net salary in hand will be 6,000 minus 2,160, which is the 36%, and the remaining is 3,840, which is your take home salary. Okay, now considering this as the take home, we need to find out the expenses. So the monthly expenses in USA, this is all approximate. Okay, this may vary based on your lifestyle, and specifically it will vary if you are not staying in the Bay Area. If you are on the East Coast, if you are in central US, then these figures will vary a lot. But specifically in the Bay Area, the housing is pretty costly. So around $2,200, you will need to pay per month as rent for one bedroom apartment. Now this may vary from 1,600 to 2,200 based on the location and community. So this may vary, but for the sake of the calculation, we will consider $1,900 as rent that you will pay to the apartment per month. Around $60 per family member you will pay for insurance. This again may vary because your employer may provide you various type of plans. Next is grocery. So somewhere around $200 to $300 you will pay for grocery. And this will be depending again on your eating habits. You'll pay around $40 for internet, then around $40 for Vonage, which is India calling, around $60 for mobile expenses, $90 for car insurance, $50 for electricity, $50 for additional charges like utilities, water, receiver, garbage, $20 for apartment insurance, $200 for fuel, which is gas. So around, if you calculate, your monthly expenses will be around $2,760. Now, if you're staying in a shared accommodation, then most of the expenses will be shared, so the savings will be higher. Now, what you need to do is you need to deduct this expenses. What we were talking about are expenses. You need to deduct from the take home. So, considering the exchange rate of $60, if your in hand salary is 3,840 minus expenses 2,760, in your savings are $1,080, and exchange rate considering at an average of $60, you save around $64,800 per month. Now what you can do is, if you want to compare it with India salary, you take your India in hand salary, deduct India expenses, and then calculate India savings and calculate it, or compare it with what you save in the US. So the intention of this post and this video is to provide the details and to give you a fair idea of the expenses and savings. This may not be accurate. It may vary from person to person based on lifestyle. On the monetary front, you will always have benefits by going to US. Um, However, there are certain things which we have not considered, and based on the inputs given by the viewers, we have included some of the comments. Like medical and dental insurance may cost more. If you buy a car, then you need to pay EMIs. Grocery expenses are absolutely based on your eating habits. If you travel to India, then you need to consider those expenses and visa expenses. Clothes, eat outs, any entertainment expenses may be additional. And then there are some tax saving options that you can choose in terms of investments, and you will be able to make some refunds. So hope this is helpful. The whole idea is to share information and provide you some guidance on what you're getting into. Please comment and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any other